been really worried? Sometimes there are things that make us anxious and we worry about things. And most of the time, the things that we're worrying about today, we can't even remember in a week from now, or definitely not a year from now. That they really make us upset sometimes. And worry is not a nice thing to have to deal with. So sometimes there are worries that we have and sometimes there are fears. And so today we're going to be talking about those two different things. I want to start by talking about worry. And what does Jesus tell us to do instead of worrying? Well, one day Jesus said to his disciples, I don't want you to worry. Don't worry about tomorrow and what's going to happen. When you feel like you're worrying, I want you to look at the birds and the flowers. Now that sounds a little bit strange. How is looking at birds and flowers going to help me stop worrying? But Jesus explained that when we look at nature and we see how much God cares about even the little birds in the trees, God looks after them and he cares for them. He helps them to find food and to find shelter. God clothes the grass of the field and the beautiful flowers that he creates. Have you ever really looked at a flower and how beautifully dressed it is? God looks after those things and provides rain for them and sunlight to grow. And so we can know that God cares about us so much more than he cares about birds and flowers. And so he says, don't worry. Instead of worrying, do three things. Firstly, look at nature and remember how good and how kind God is. Secondly, don't worry, but instead trust God. And thirdly, focus your attention on God. Don't focus on the things that you're worrying about and keep thinking about them. Instead, put on a worship song or do something else to help you to focus on God. Recite a verse that, remember our memory verse from last week? We're going to look at it now. That's a great verse to remember. God, we can give all our cares to him and he will then not let those who trust him be shaken, because God is always with us.
Cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. Cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. I can give my nerves to God. He won't let me fall. I don't have to be afraid. I can give my nerves to God. He won't let me fall. I don't have to be afraid. Cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken.
Just imagine if birds and flowers worried like we do. Remember that Bible verse we spoke about? You can read it in Matthew 6. Ask your parents to help you to look. In Matthew chapter 6, how Jesus says we shouldn't worry, but we should look at the birds of the field, the birds of the air and the flowers of the field. But just imagine if birds and flowers could talk and if they worried like we did. That'd be pretty silly, right?
Oh, my stomach hurts. I hope no one's around. I'll never be funny enough. I left the car, Mark. Oh no, my pencil.
I'm gonna get such a sunburn.
Do you have a buzzer? These wings make me look fat.
I'm afraid of heights.
My passport. My shoes untied. I'm never gonna be good enough. I'm never gonna be as good as my brother. Never, ever, in a million years am I gonna be as good as my brother. My brother could be anything he wants to be. He could be, I'm just gonna sit right here. I'm just gonna cry in the grass. I'm just gonna cry in the grass because I can't be as good as my, oh, there's my brother.
I saved up all my money and I bought my dress at Greenhouse Gowns. I hope no one else has the same dress. Mom,
Build your own house, they said it'll be easy. Not this. This isn't easy. Oh, it's gonna be terrible. I'm gonna be alone my whole life. No one's gonna love me, ever. I'm never, ever gonna finish this house that I just made for myself. Oh, I finished my house. Look at that. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, look, it's all lumpy.
Mama said I'd be the next avian idol. I don't think so. I can sing. Oh, what if I get up there? What if I vomit? What if I fart? Oh, what if I do both at the same time? What if my friends laugh at me? I'll never be able to live this down. Oh.
What a voice.
Who, me?
Nice shoes.
Good one, Harvey. My shoes?
Shoes?
No, my mom got them on sale. You don't like them?
Shoes?
Wait, what's wrong with my shoes?
Shoes.
So we've been talking about worries, and those birds just show us how silly really it is to worry. We should trust God, and we should keep our eyes focused on Him and not worry about the things that are happening. We've got to trust that God is in control. But sometimes it's not just worries. We worry about tests and exams, and we worry about our friends and what they might think of us. But sometimes it's more than just worry. Sometimes it's fears and things that we're really, really scared of. So what do we do about those? Well, we asked a whole bunch of you to send us your fears. And so a couple of people sent them. So let's have a look what we got.
Hi, I'm Rose and I was scared of baboons and hippos.
Rose, you don't have to be afraid of baboons. Well, baboons and hippos can be scary. You should be afraid of them. But as long as you're in your game vehicle far enough away, you should be fine.
I am afraid of the dark.
What do we got here? Zena, the dark. I know, the dark can be scary.
Hello everybody, I'm afraid of heights.
There we go. Thanks, Eli.
I'm scared of spiders and worms and snakes.
I also don't really like snakes and spiders and creepy crawly things.
Third.
Oh, Kate, you can't be afraid of brushing your teeth because you know what's much worse than brushing your teeth? Going to the dentist. You have to brush your teeth else they're going to get full of holes and then you'll talk like this because you'll have no more teeth left.
I am not afraid of anything because I have Jesus.
This one comes from Jaden. And Jaden, you've got it spot on. Sometimes we're afraid of things, but we don't have to be because no matter what happens, we have Jesus with us. And so let's see what we're going to do with your fears.
When we pray, it's as though we set our fears alight. Through the power of God, He takes our fears and worries away, and instead, He gives us His amazing peace that passes our understanding. So give your fears and your worries to God, and keep giving them to Him every single day. Each time you pray, it's like you're setting them alight. Give them to Jesus and rest in the comfort of knowing that He is in control and that He loves you.